Alright, so a little while ago, this random artist popped up on my YouTube homepage, JON BELLION'S, and it was a song called Wash. And luckily I clicked it because this guy's music is actually insane. I remember watching this for the first time and the artistic nature of the video and just like the way the vocals were set up, and then there was also a video on how it was made, and it really got me into diving into like a whole genre of music because the way this guy makes music is just insane. He's a very talented person. Now the vocals in the song Wash are very interesting. There's a lot of reverb, which makes sense because the song is called Wash, so it's kind of washed out with reverb. And then there's this contrasting and high-pitched vocals and low-pitched vocals, and then also on the low pitch there's like this delay wash on the vocals. It's really cool. There's a lot going on, but I'm gonna break down this entire preset and the recording process and everything about this song, at least for the vocals. And if you guys want to check the link in the description, I'm actually giving away a free recording template that you can match perfectly with this preset, which will also be linked in the description below. But let's jump into the video and actually break down this preset. So here's the project right here, and I'm just going to let you guys listen to it so you get an idea for what my vocals actually sound like. And if you think it sounds bad, I guess you could just click off. But here's what it sounds like.
Treat your body like a river and
let it wash over me.
See you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, eyes on the lake, look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. Treat your body like a river and
let it wash over me.
See you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, eyes on the lake, look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me.
So that is what the vocals sound like, and I think I got this down pretty well. I actually impressed myself with this one low key. But let me show you guys under the hood here and what's actually going on. So we have 6 total tracks here. We have the high pitch voice, the low pitch voice. We have a delay throw, which I'll break that down later. There's this reverb ad-lib track, which is just kind of like a reverb throw. And then a Vox bus, which everything is getting routed to. And then also this reverb bus over here. I'm not using this delay bus at all. So let me solo this out so you can get an idea for what's going on here.
Treat your body like a river and
so when you listen to that vocal, you're probably going to notice you can hear some distortion. And what I found is John was using a lot of distortion, a lot of what sounds like tape distortion in my opinion. So the way I emulated that was I added a Fruity Saturn 2 and the warm tube. And you can see I'm kind of making this crescendo up thing going on with the tone knobs here. And this really gives it that warm distortion sound. So if we turn this off.
treat your body like a river and treat your body like a river and
That's really what's giving the vocal its presence and just warmth in the mix, and it makes it sound so good. But let's go over the actual chain here. So I kept it pretty simple. This is a very normal vocal chain here. We're using the CLA 2A into a 1176, the CLA 76 by Waves. Very common vocal chain if you're not familiar with that. We're using this EQ right here. I'm pulling out a lot of low end, boosting some of the highs over here. And then I'm pulling out a lot of this harsh frequency that I didn't like, or not harsh, but it was very boxy and muddy. If you don't know what NS1 is, it's basically a noise gate, but in my opinion, a little bit better. Our first compressor is doing about -7 decibels of gain reduction, I believe.
treat your body like a river and
Yeah, sometimes even more. So we're really pushing the compressor because I want these vocals flat. So they're up in your face, but also they sit in the background because of that reverb. Then we got this equalizer right here by Waves, and I'm boosting some of these low frequencies and a little bit of the higher frequencies too, and then attenuating those frequencies right next to it. Then for our CLA 76, I use this like the same way every single time. I rarely adjust because this setup just always sounds good. You set it to the blue strip. I get an 8:1 ratio. I have the attack all the way up at noon here, and then a very fast release, and just adjust the input and output to your liking. We're also smashing this compressor. I believe we're getting like -20 on the reading here.
treat your body like a river and
Yeah, so a lot of compression is going on, but that's just what sounds good. And then after that, we have the Saturn, which we kind of already went over, and I added a chorus to really help that vocal sit like on top of the beat and kind of just float on top of the beat. It sounds super good. And then the most important part is this reverb. Without the reverb, it sounds like a very boring vocal.
treat your body like a river and treat your body like a river and
And so we did some tricks here with this reverb. So first things first, we're using a Valhalla Vintage Verb with the default settings. I just brought up this low cut, and then I believe I brought the high cut up a bit. And then I'm also using the inline equalizer right here in FL Studio, just boosting some of the highs to make that reverb sound a little higher. And then I added a Fruity Flangus, and then this is what helps everything. I'm using the default FL Studio plugin spreader, and I brought the spread up to 62% and the stereo separation to 10%. If you turn this off, take a listen.
treat your body like a river and
Let me turn it back on.
treat your body like a river and
If you have headphones on, you'll definitely be able to notice that, but it fills that whole stereo field out. And the reason I think John did this, or at least something like this, is because if you listen to just the beat, it's very simple. There's not much going on, so the vocals need to take a lot of power and really move the song to where it needs to be. So let's move on. So like I said, there is this contrasting in high pitch and low pitch. So let me show you. There's this high pitch right here.
Treat your body like a river and
Let it wash over me.
And then this low pitch part. So what I did is I duplicated over this high pitch vocal preset over here. So with this equalizer, we're boosting more frequencies and also attenuating a little bit, actually a lot more. And then the main difference is going to be this fab filter right here. I'm allowing a lot of the low end to come back in. And also a very important part for that low pitch vocal, if you take a listen.
Let it wash over me.
You might not be able to tell, but what I did is I recorded super close to my microphone. And this gives the vocal a whole different taste, and it's super cool. But we also got to talk about this delay, which is a super cool vocal technique I haven't really heard used before. So basically just a delay. So what I did is I duplicated over this lower voice preset, and I made this preset right here called delay. And all we did is turn the vocal down, and we brought this chorus up a bunch, and then also added way more reverb. And that's how you get this effect.
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at
And then what he did, which is super cool, is instead of letting this vocal, the whole vocal play over again in that delay, he actually cuts it off, and then it goes straight into this section right here.
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at me like a wave.
And a super important thing for a song like this is the actual vocal performance. I'll tell you, I had to take a lot of takes. Performance. Also, John recorded on this mic right here. You can see it in the video. I'll have that link in the description below. But if you guys want this preset, I'll have it linked down in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. I think it's one of my favorite presets yet. Only Waves version. We're not doing any FL Studio stock for a vocal preset of this caliber. I mean, come on, it's Jon Bellion. But I want to show you guys what this sounds like live. So let's turn the mic on, and I'm going to try and do the rest of this.
All right, let's see if we can do this. Treat your body like a river and
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. Treat your body like a river and
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. All right, that's all we got. I'll see you in the next one. Treat your body like a river and
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. Treat your body like a river and
Let it wash over me.
see you coming at me like a wave.
Let it wash over me.
Touch me 12 ways, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me.
Like waterfall, you see me from a third eye point of view. Oasis in my arms, my wonderwall. You fit me right. You fit me right. I don't need a start. Your face is like a full-blown universe. I'm always gonna dive in where you are. You fit me right. You fit me right.
Lay your grace on me. Hallelujah, you make me when she walks away. That's my baby. Treat your body like a river and